Part 3. The first day of the following month. I am good at moons. Late each evening, I sit outside the front door of my house and look up at the sky. It's very big. It covers the whole of Kidlington, or should I say the northern purlieu of the city. To be Simeon of the northern purlieu appeals to me. It gives a continental kind of feel. And now I've discovered that the sky also covers Oxford. There must be a sky over America too, as the president has his own planes, which I saw when he honoured me with a personal flypast. I like to watch the moon wax and wane in my nightly vigils on the front doorstep. I've been counting the days until I meet the white rabbit. 10, 9, 8. It got easier after it got down to 4, because then I could count on my legs. Now it is 1. Tomorrow I set out for my second big adventure. So tonight I will just have a very quick look at the moon and then go straight into the back garden, for obvious reasons, not to be indelicate, before clambering through my own cat door and settling onto my bed for the night. Getting ready for my next adventure. I've put on my dark blue collar again, and this time it has a dandelion in it, specially for the occasion. That's because some students are wearing carnations because they are still sitting exams. It seems funny to me to wear a carnation to sit an exam, but it's what they do in these parts. They wear a white carnation on the day of their first exam. Then they wear a pink carnation for all the middle exams, and then a red carnation for their last exam. I learned all of that in all the blah blah on the bus tour. I will not be sitting any exams today, but I wanted to show that I know about these things. So I'm demonstrating my fellow feeling by wearing a dandelion, my favourite flower. Or, as a cat from the purlieu might say, to continue a continental theme, un dandelion. Also tucked into my collar is my stanza of poetry by Gerard. All these years later, it has been discovered by me, the great Simeon of Purlieu. Simeon the wily monkey, Simeon after whom the Simeon monuments will take their name. Oh yes, I also need to find a location today for the Oxford Simeon. There's a lot to fit in. We need to get moving, as it's already 7 o'clock. Julia takes me on the number 2 bus, and when we get off, we cut through on foot to Jericho, where I am invited to breakfast with Ollie and Georgina. I jump out of my cat box at the end of their road. I arrange, like last time, to meet up with Julia outside the Ashmolean at the end of the afternoon. My second big adventure is about to start. I smell bacon as soon as I'm welcomed in. It's more than I get at home. We sit down to breakfast, and I want to make the most of the opportunity. Ollie, how long does it take you to get online? I ask. Well, we're on Wi-Fi here. Do you want to use my tablet? I explain that I don't need to get online, but I'm asking in the name of research. I was wondering if the signal was very weak outside Kidlington. Ollie was surprised at my question and reassured me that he had no difficulty. So I am right to be surprised that it took Tim Berners-Lee a whole 15 years after he graduated to get online. Ollie is a roboticist. I tell him how intrusive laptops have become and how they have edged cats off their time-honoured habitat over many centuries, namely the laptop. I ask him to include cats in focus groups when they are designing new products so that their voice is heard. He listens sympathetically. However, I find he's not designing robots for use in houses. So I simply urge him to advocate for cats if ever he has the opportunity, and he assures me he will. Ollie and Georgina are keen to see Gerard's lost stanza as Julia has told them about it. So I show it to them. Then I breathe in deeply, spring from one foot to another, and recite it with as much sprung rhythm as I can manage. They kindly applaud this world premiere rendering, and I demurely defer praise to Gerard himself. Soon it's time for me to leave, and Georgina invites me to ride in her bicycle basket for the short distance to Oxford University Press.